Hi guys, it's just after 9 p.m. on the West Coast, Tuesday, day after Labor Day, and I am going to spend the next hour or so qualifying the cars for the race that will take place on Thursday. For those of you that have tried to watch some of my past video recordings, you know that it's been mostly hit and miss, more miss than hit. So I'm hopeful that the recording tonight will work. I'm going to run each of the cars for about 15 to 20 laps once I feel that sort of maximized the lap time or minimized the lap time, whichever way. That car will be pulled and we'll move on to the next one. I'm running the cars in the reverse order of the current standings, so meaning that currently, without dropping around, Smokio is in the lead. This is after 8 rounds. This is the 9th round here in Chilliwack, and I'm running in the middle lane. Earlier today I ran some laps with a few different cars, and the lane should be clean. I'll make sure to run a few more laps and clean the tires, and then we will we'll get started. So first car is car number 63. If you're able to see the monitor in the background, you might see that some of the numbers don't correspond to the name. The name is correct. I did not have time to correct all of the numbers in the system, so that might be a number from a previous entry. So we're going to get started with car number 63, Arnold. Arnold, hope you're doing well. I know you've had some health challenges, but I'm hopefully you're doing good. And Arnold has been a very regular entrant in multiple proxies, and a very valuable racer in the proxy world. So let's get started with car number 63. It is a Lamborghini, looks like a 32k NSR motor, and I'll make sure to clean the tires as well as I possibly can, use plenty of tape along the way. I'm running at 10.5 volts, and let's get started. Go! With, like I said, I'm just going to run a few test laps, clean the tires, and run again. Nice and smooth, doesn't have a lot of brake, and it does seem to chatter just a little bit at the limit. I am picking up quite a bit of marbles on the tires, although they look smooth. I think this might be one of those 3D printed parts, and this is just me, I'm not 100% convinced that they don't flex, meaning that they might induce a little bit of chatter. So okay, so again, I'm going to run the laps at my discretion. It will be between 15 and 20 laps. Maybe it's less, maybe it's a couple more, just until I sort of feel that I've maximized or got the best time. Yeah, the car is a little unpredictable. It's loose at the limit. Not the easiest car to drive. Lots of horsepower combined with lack of grip. Not an easy combination. So let's pause this and
Yellow flag.
do a couple more laps. With wires and cables everywhere. It's a very tight squeeze in this garage.
Go!
Yeah, I think this is it's as good as it's going to get for car number 63. Sorry about that, Arnold, but that's not the easiest car to drive, unfortunately. So car number 63. Next we go to car number 46, Lightfoot from Kelowna. Another regular participant in our Proxies, another Lamborghini. And let's reset the time.
Yellow flag. Go!
Okay, car number 46, Lightfoot. Super smooth. Excellent grip. Maybe just needs a little bit more horsepower, or perhaps a slightly different gearing. Very nice, very nice, very smooth. I can't tell what motor. It looks like a 35 gear, but super smooth, sticks really well. Could perhaps just do with a tiny bit more top speed, but it's really nice to drive. I'm very confident. Quite surprised to see this car this low in the standings. It's The only complaint I would have, it's a little bit it needs a little bit more speed. It's really sweet drive. So car number 46. Sorry, I forgot to write down the first time. I'll do that in a second. But okay, so I made a mistake. The next car should have been Oxo Cube, but that's okay. Car number 46, best lap time is a 4.128. And the median time is 4.22. Harold, I'll add your times at the end. So let's go back. Car number 23. So actually Leadfoot was supposed to be about 3 cars from now. Sure, it doesn't matter. So Oxo Cube car number 23. Probably also known by Bullion, maybe to his mom and dad. This is Kev. Kev is from the UK, not exactly sure where, but really appreciate you guys joining us and racing with us in North America. I do know that these types of tracks are not that familiar to you, and I also know that having to test on a plastic track or on a different type of track and then sending a car into a Proxy that's mostly always run exclusively on wood with no magnet is not easy. So this is Oxo Cube car number 23. It is an NSR. One thing I do notice on this car, there's a little bit of play in the axle from side to side. Otherwise the car is very nice and clean, neat built, very nice Repsol livery. So it is a Corvette, NSR Corvette car number 23.
Yellow flag. Go!
Okay, car number 23. Oh, famous NSR Shadow or Hawk. Good grip. Yeah, this has quite a bit of shadow. Just keeping it smooth. Yeah, so it doesn't like being pushed, doesn't like any abrupt acceleration. It has good grip, but it has chatter. I don't know if you've seen Kev, if you look at some of the postings that oh my goodness, Chris Guy has done, or if you look at Slotting Plus, they make a brace for the rear, for the part between the uprights for the NSR. It comes in a 31.5 and a 32 and I think a 36 millimeter length, and it's an aluminum tube with bushings on either end, and it really helps to stiffen up the back of the motor part on these NSR parts. And that is the green chassis. So I think that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. 20 laps and a best time of a 4.416. So OXO cube 4.416 and a median time of 4.51. Next we have Stevie W, car number 188. It is a Sidewinder with a 25k NSR. It is a Aston, yep, it's an Aston Martin. It is a 3D printed chassis. Is this a Pro Speed? This is a Pro Speed 3D printed chassis. Pro Speed is out of Germany. They sell at Shapeways, I think, and they also sell their chassis, I think, at Pendle. It's the newer style 25k, which some people say is the old 22k. It has a scale auto part Sidewinder, very nice, clean built, and let's have a look at car number 188. Stevie. Again, Stevie has been a supporter for many seasons out of North California. Car number 188.
Yellow flag. Go!
So again, if your car number is not exactly correct, don't stress. It's because some of the numbers are still left from maybe a previous entry. Most likely a previous entry you've had. Okay, 188 Stevie W. Super smooth. Wants to bicycle. Motor is a little bit underpowered. I think a piece of tape on the bottom would have helped us to tighten it up a little bit on it. It's got really good grip. It's got amazing grip. In fact, these tires are really good. I would probably suggest using them again. Maybe a little bit more horsepower. And I think just tighten up a little bit so that it doesn't on a bicycle, or perhaps the front needs to ride on the front tires just a tiny bit more. Really think this car has a little bit of potential. Okay, that's a very nice 24 laps. A best time of 4.331 and a median of 4.38. So very close best lap time to the median time. So Stevie W 4.3 4.31 and a median of 4.38. Okay, so next up we have Slot Racer Y.
Yellow flag.
Who is all the way from Japan, used to be in Hawaii, that's how come it goes by the HRW name of Slot Racer Hawaii, but it's actually from Japan, and long time supporter of Proxy races.
Go!
If you watched any of our previous shows, I would have mentioned that I had some really good races against Slot Racer Hawaii when back in the day in the Can-Am. I remember him entering a Ferrari 512, I think. Okay, so car number 12. Don't ignore the 37. That's in the on the screen if you can see that. Just you need to be really smooth. Has a tendency to want to just abruptly oversteer, and if you lean on it just a little bit too much, then it bites you. But other than that, it's actually very smooth. Yeah, I think that's as good as it's going to get. So that is car number 12, Slot Racer Hawaii, a best time of 4.254 and a median time of 4.38. So 4.38 median and a best of a 4.254. That's our second best time this evening. Our best time thus far is still Leadfoot 46, so it would have been him racing now or qualifying now, but because I had it out of order or had it in the wrong sequence. Next up is Super Slab. So Super Slab is car number 9, a Ford GTE sidewinder with it looks like a 28k NSR and a red scale auto pot. Very neat and clean built. And let's get him up on the screen.
Yellow flag. Go!
So Alban will be here on Thursday morning. I've taken vacation this week, so we can race the cars on Thursday morning. Just if you overstep it just a tiny little bit, it bites. But otherwise, it's really quick. I'm very surprised. Not sure why it's this far down the field. It's on my track at least. Yeah. Okay, I think that's as quick as it's going to get. Yeah, that's a really quick time for this track. That's a 4.06, just a tiny bit shy of a 3.9 second lap, which is really quick. So not exactly sure. It's got good grip. It's nice and quick. I like the gearing. It just, if you overdrive it just a tiny little bit, it sort of steps out and then there's that chatter. So anyways, it is a best time of 4.06 and a median time of 4.17. Next up is my car. This has not been a strong or good proxy for myself, but hey, live and learn. Another Ford GTE, a 28k NSR, sidewinder, slotted motor part, tape on the bottom, pretty standard. But oh, I lie. It's not a 28k. This is a 29k slotted motor. That I borrowed this idea from Helicia from last year, but I got the gearing wrong. This car is way too much speed. So F1 fan, car number 7.
Yellow flag. Go.
Okay, number 7. Car seems to be not bad through the left turns, but through the right turn it's loose. Okay, that's a 4.117 and a median time of 4.14. It's through this long sort of sweep left-hander. It's pretty good. It's not good through the SS, and it's also quite loose through these right-hand turns at the bottom. So speed and lack of traction does not make for a good lap time. So 4.117, 4.117, median time 4.14, 4.14. Next up we have car number 99, Big Duck, with his Red Bull 4 GTE. If I remember correctly, Big Duck and Courtney S is out of, I want to say, Tennessee. Might be mistaken. Maybe not. So, car number 99. Very nice Red Bull custom paint job. And
Yellow flag.
and we're looking for Big Duck. On 17. Again, sorry, not the correct number, but we'll make it work. So car number 99, Big Duck. Let's see, super smooth. A little bit loose. I didn't have a lot to say because honestly I needed to focus and concentrate. It just there's no sort of warning. It just gets to the limit and then it just steps out, almost as if the tires, yeah, and they are quite square on the edges. And sometimes what happens also, the tire is a little wider than the wheel. The tire just sort of rolls under a little bit, but it just, without warning, just steps out. So best time of a 4.22 for Big Duck, 4.22, and the median time very close, 4.26. So it was quite consistent at least. Next up we have Lone Shark. So Matt, hope you're doing well.
Yellow flag.
I know you had a bit of a COVID scare. Matt recently stepped into hosting or organizing a Proxy, and I believe this is his first entry into the GT3, but he has been someone that has been very much involved with helping Rob at Rob's mid BC track. And if I can find, there we go. Car number 60, Lone Shark out of Kelowna. A 30k NSR, the green label. So it is a Corvette, super smooth. just maybe a little bit light on the front. Yeah, it feels just a tiny bit on the light side for this amount of horsepower, and maybe I don't know what the weight distribution is, but it seems to lift its nose a little bit. It's super quick and it's really smooth. I think we'll get a really good lap time out of this car. Just have to be a little bit cautious or careful, if you just want to bite a little bit. Okay, really quick, huge amount of grip. Traction is unbelievable. It just a tiny, just a tiny bit light on the front. Wow, nice car. A 4.020, which I do believe is the fastest time this evening thus far. So Lone Shark 4.020, median time of 4.11. That's quick, and yeah, nice car. Just if that car just had a tiny bit more weight to it, I think it would have been much further up the in the standings. Next we have JMS. So one of our new entries from the Czech Republic, Czechia, I think it's the way it is now named. We have very good friends that live just outside of Prague, and anyways, so one of the first cars, or I would say first time we've seen the scale auto tire, the 825, being used in a Proxy. Hats off to them for trying something different, and I know that the tires have been very track specific, so meaning on certain tracks the car performed amazingly well, and then on some other tracks it didn't perform well at all. If you ever get a chance and you see their website, go and have a look at some of the custom things they make, including wheels. These are some beautiful alloy wheels on the back of that Ford. So JMS car number 101.
Yellow flag. Go.
Okay. Okay, again, it seems it's got good grip. It just steps out right at the limit. It's a little bit unpredictable. Sometimes, no, this is not the issue. Although on the left-hand corners, if I look at the right rear tire, it's quite square. Now I know some people like a square tire because it gives you a little bit of more grip sometimes, but the problem with a square edge on the tire is that it can create chatter, and it can also, when the car gets to the limit, it doesn't have that smooth transition. It just sort of abruptly breaks away. The edge is quite rounded on the left hand side tire, but on the right tire it's definitely more square, and maybe that's because the tire is worn and maybe it was round to begin with, but it's a nice car. It just doesn't give you a lot of warning and then it just breaks away. But quick, 4.052 with a median time of 4.12 for JMS, car number 101. So, car number 101, best time of 4.052, median of 4.12. Next up we have car number 88, Ragtop Man, and I apologize, I don't know much about Ragtop Man. I believe this is his first Proxy, and I think he's out on the east coast towards Smokio and Ariox part of the world. I'm not 100% sure. It's a Sidewinder, Ford GTE. It is a 28K NSR, and it is a slotted motor part, and it is car number 88, Ragtop Man.
Yellow flag. Go.
Okay. Before I do anything else, I should just have a look and see how my battery is doing on my camera. Looks like we okay. So let's keep going. Super smooth. I'm just hearing something dragging, perhaps. Everything seems okay. It's a very nice driving car. Really very easy to drive. Good grip. Maybe we could do with a tiny bit more speed, but again, another car that I think will race really well. Okay, I think that's as this is going to get. Car number 88, time of 4.122 and a median time of 4.15. Next up we have car number 31.
Yellow flag.
GS no point. Oh, this is fun. There we go. GS no point.
Go.
Also GS no number. GS no point is car number 31. So car number 31, I do believe we are down here now in the final row. GS no point. It is a 28K Shark. And it is a NSR, car number 31. Interestingly enough, it has green painter's tape as underneath it. I've not had much success with painter's tape because it's a paper tape. It doesn't seem to have much flex compared to sort of a vinyl tape, but this car is quick and it's very nice, so maybe I should try some painter's tape more often. Okay, very nice. Very nice car. I enjoyed driving that. It is car number 31, GS in no point. GS no point, I should say. Really quick, nice driving car. 4.099. That is car number 31 with the best time of 4.099 and a median of 417. So 4.099 and 417. Okay, now we have car number 100, PKZZ, teammate to JMS out of the Czech Republic. Again, one of the cars that was very strong, depending on which track. Recently won some more races, or I think one in Kelowna again recently. So I'm just gonna, apologies for the noise, but I'm gonna plug this GoPro in because I'm a little bit concerned that we might run out of battery. So okay, car number 100.
Yellow flag.
PKZZ.
Go.
So let's have a look. One more of the cars with the 825 scale order tire.